Classic Physique is getting out of control. This is Sebum just days before the Mr. Olympia.
Classic Physique, the size of these guys, it's truly remarkable. Chris Bumstead certainly is big or bigger than many open class pros, even though he's competing in Classic.
Let's be real here. Classic Physique was never about being super massive and crazily shredded. It used to be all about symmetry, strength, and crafting a really good-looking physique. I mean, it took inspiration from the legendary Arnold Schwarzenegger and the golden era of bodybuilding. Back then, the goal was to have broad shoulders, a tiny waist, and a beautifully proportioned body.
It used to be that you should have a V-shaped body. I don't know, it's like kind of like a bottle-shaped body or something like that.
Sadly, lately, it seems like the focus has shifted away from the aesthetic ideal and toward building more and more muscle. And this year, things have gotten even worse. That's because they went and changed the rules, letting Classic Physique competitors pack on even more muscle mass.
It's hard to deny that in all weight classes, they keep rewarding bigger and leaner and crazier physiques each and every year.
The result? Well, judge for yourself. This is Kinsky at the 2022 Classic Physique. Fairly lean, muscular, and aesthetic. And this is him now. He looks like a totally different person.
Can you believe the glutes on this guy?
And that's not all. Ramone Dino, who got second place last year, is also coming with 7 extra pounds of lean muscle.
Chris, he knows this. Him and his coach realize that the other guys are going to have more muscle than they had previously. And so to make up for that, Chris is also at his all-time biggest.
But here's where it can get tricky. With their size just days before the Olympia, they're looking at a major weight cut to get competition ready. And these drastic cuts can put a real strain on their bodies, especially given the well-known practice among athletes of using potent diuretics to dehydrate and meet their competition weight. And if you think this is just a Classic Physique issue, think again. Men's physique is also getting wild, and don't even get me started on the open category. Some of these athletes have gone so far beyond the norm that they look less like humans and more like anime characters. And we're all aware of the extreme measures they're taking to achieve this unrealistic size.
The steroid epidemic, it's at its all-time worst.
Last year alone, we lost over 30 professional bodybuilders. It's a reminder that bodybuilding has become one of the most hazardous sports on the planet. Now, the real question is, when will this all end?
There is no end game. There is no end goal. No matter how good you get, you're always going to want more.
Most professional bodybuilders, if not all, struggle with a form of body dysmorphia. They tend to perceive themselves as never big enough, leading them to push the limits in search of more muscle mass. What makes matters even more complicated is the influence of social media. Figures like the Trend Twins or Sam Sulek are setting unrealistic examples that younger individuals are eager to copy. So what do you think? Is Classic Physique getting out of control?